Hey all, Hertz here. Back to episode 8 of the last rail book. In the last episode, we set up steel, we set up the mining outpost for iron ore, and I kind of had a little bit of an epiphany while I was setting that up. So I changed a bit of the rail book, and we're going to talk about that on the way out here. So one of the things I changed the stations so that they were already set up with the red wire connected. So all this stations for the 1-4 stations have the red wire set up on the with the fluid stations and the solid material stations. They have it all set up to the containers that they off put to or like unload to or load to. And then the other epiphany that I had was, since we're focusing so heavily on the snap on this playthrough, I kind of was thinking, let me just go over here and show an example real quick. Well, first off, I'm going to put another train up here on steel. Um, Real quick. So the rail book is set up. This is like 2-lane rail. These are connectors between 2-lane and 4-lane rail, and this is 4-lane rail. And then there are the 1-4 stations, and then there are like 1-1 trains. These are like specialty trains that you just need a little bit of the material. This is 1-4 trains. This is what we're using for the intermediate base, and this is for the late game base. These are 216 trains. And then um, this is similar to, there's a book out there called the Fish Book. This has every cargo wagon. So 100% of the cargo wagon is set to one material. All these trains have that set up. So you can't accidentally put the wrong thing in the train. It has all of its cargo wagons are set to the exact material the train is set to. So you can't put down like a green circuit train and then try to make it go pick up red circuits, because the cargo wagon is, you have to then redo the whole cargo wagon. So that being said, I'm going to use this here real quick. Place down another train here. Let it get a little bit of fuel. That should be plenty. And now I can just go and get more iron ore for steel. All right, so the epiphany that I kind of had was, since this is this whole playthrough is all based on the snap. If I turn on the grid again, we know that the bus here is all within one chunk, and then there are just 3 chunks of this bus, boom, 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 right next to each other. And then on the outside of that, there's this path that we know is going to be 4 wide on both sides of the bus. So what I did with the rest of the base was I set it up so you can place down whatever build you're going to place down here, and it will just like snap right onto this path. Doesn't matter what build. So it's snapped. It's like a 132 snap, so it's 1 wide, 32 tall. So that allows you to just, have it travel horizontally. And you can place it anywhere, like place it right between the electric poles, so you don't have to do funny little belt things on the bus to get around the big electric poles. And then another thing about all of these builds, first off, there's a big electric pole to connect this factory this red circuit factory to the bus. Like, so when you never have to connect power. It's just going to work because the big electric pole is so close to the bus, and the bus has all those big electric poles next to it. And then the other thing, you let me zoom in a little bit. So I tried to mention this before. All of the different materials that come in for this particular factory, you pull a full line in, and then all of the belt mixing happens inside, like off of the bus. So you don't keep any of your garbage trying to get one material on one side of the bus, another material on the other side of the lane. So you try to get one material on one side of the lane, another material on the other side of the lane. So there's no doing any of that on the bus. So we're trying to make the bus just be single line pulls, so the bus is much more simplified. Like, don't do any of your dirty work on the bus. Just pull one straight line, and then we'll do all that dirty work inside of the actual factory. And then another characteristic about all the builds on here, you'll notice that there are there's a constant combinator on the path for each different type of material. Now, once you research constant combinators and have them in your inventory, you're going to have to pick all that up. But so what I do is when I place the factory, when I pull the line in, I will pick up the combinator once it's all hooked up. And then I'll go pull the next material off the bus. When it gets in, I'll pick up the combinator. So when all the combinators are gone, you know that all the lines are pulled in to this particular factory. So let's start over here. We're gonna put a placeholder here for oil. So if you look here, now I'm gonna, this is the version 3 of oil. This is the final version. It's fully beaconed and everything. So I'm gonna line this up so that each one of these lanes in the final version are not going to hit an electric pole. So I'm thinking right about here. So now I'm going to just roll this, whoops. I'm going to roll this up to version 1 of oil and place it there. Knowing full well that it's going to look like this in the future. And it won't hit anything else. Like, so this fully upgraded factory will look like this. So now I'm going to place sulfur and plastic next to it, and that will be our oil setup. So it's going to have to at least start. So let's see, can I? Okay, sulfur can fit kind of perfectly between all of these. So I'm going to place, oh wait, let's see what the end sulfur is. So end sulfur isn't that much bigger than, okay. So sulfur is going to go right here. And then, oh, yeah, I'm going to pick that back up. Because we're going to put down plastic before sulfur, because we're going to put red circuits on the other side of the bus. And red circuits need plastic. So this is what plastic 3 will look like. So I'm going to just dial this back to 2. And then back to 1. Okay. We'll put plastic 1 there. Notice we're avoiding the big electric pole right here. That one. And then over here we'll put sulfur. There's two. All right, so we'll put sulfur there. And then I'm just going to kind of arbitrarily... I'll place a path here to just put a path around olive oil. And above it, we're going to put a liquid unloading station because we'll need to... we're going to like train in oil. All right, now that's going to take all of the piping that I have. But okay, so next step here is we're going to build... well, next step is I'm going to try to find the car. I have no idea where it is. Unless it's in my inventory. Which it is. Okay. So next step, we're going to build out the mall. And then we're going to hook up the mall. So that we'll use the mall to build like all the oil processing stuff for oil over here. As you can see, we're missing like, you know, refineries and tanks and stuff like that, pumps. So those are all going to happen in the mall. So I'm going to set down the car here real quick. I am going to start removing all of this. Real quick, make sure I got everything down here. Okay, it's all done. Now, get rid of all of this junk. I'm going to just kind of grab that stone brick and create a like a little enclosure with the stone brick around oil here. Just gonna try to like make sure there's a generous amount of space around everything. All right. Okay, so we will set up a rail station up here for oil, and we will set up a oil like pump jacks and stuff for oil shortly. But let's see. I'm going to quickly get rid of the stone in here by creating landfill. That's the easiest way to get rid of that. I don't need those miners in my hand at the moment, but I am going to also clear out all of this. All right. Now we're going to put down the 3 different hubs. I Neos call them hubs. People call them malls. I have no preference really of what to call them. But let's see. Batteries. There's hub. All right. I want to leave enough space between them because we're going to put roboports around these eventually. Like this space will have roboports, but the next spaces will not. So, no. That first. I didn't even think of that. I don't have any of the, I only have the level 2 assemblers. Let me look real quick at the hub. So just gonna real quick add on to here. Do that. That was kind of not planned. I'm taking this out now. This is all just because I forgot that they take the other types of assemblers to start with. Let's see, what else do I need here? Not really much. I'm out of course, I'm out of undergrounds. Alright, I'm gonna need a bunch of undergrounds to do this, so I'm just gonna start making them by hand. Okay, so that one is set up. This makes the underground, so this will be kind of the last time I'm gonna have to do that. So this takes red circuits and lube. And we don't need lube until, so that's blue belt up here, so we won't need lube for a while. We don't need this pump for a while, which is good because I don't... We even make engines here? We don't make engines. So, well, let's just get this set up. So this takes green circuits. Oh, God, I made a huge mistake here. I put this down so it's running into the power pole. So I'm actually going to pick this up because that is going to be very problematic. Let's do that. We will replace. I will put this back in right quick. We'll replace those. Okay. So, green circuits. That one's done. What's this one? That's gonna be a little bit more complicated. Hmm. I'm gonna pull from that line one in. And just next time I'll remember to do it. So I'm pulling from this line. Next time I pull iron, I'll do it from this outside line. I usually go from the outside in. So I'll pull one line from here, one line from here, one line from there. Then from there, and then start over again. So that's going... What? Oh, I need more iron. Oh. Well, I have my opportunity immediately. Okay, so that hub is set up. We're going to place the next one. This is the logistics hub. So I'm going to make sure we don't hit any of the electric poles. Just go right there, that's good. Oh, I'm going to need to do the same thing. I'm just going to leave this on for a second because we're going to need to do it in the next hub as well. Okay, green circuits, iron plate, red circuits, that looks very familiar, just like the last one. This is steel and copper. So green circuits, we're gonna go from the second line. It's gonna go there. I'm gonna jump over. So this is pulling from this line. We're gonna... Oh, I'm on the... lined up wrong. Dang it. Oh, I broke my rule. So you're done, you're done, you're done. So I'm gonna take you from the third lane, so I need to go like that. Have you hop over, and let's have that guy hop over. Okay, now that is, it'll need red. So copper. And then this one is steel. Okay, so this hub is set up, and now let's get the third hub. And then let's do that real quick. All right, now let's figure out what we're missing. We need a bunch. I have a bunch of inserters in the train. I would rather clear those out first. Rather than having just a bunch of random stuff all over the place. I'll also dump all the, or I'll just do that with you. Okay. Now I'll just dump all this stuff out of my inventory. And see how far we get. Looks like I need a bunch of lights, as always. Oh, I need undergrounds, stack inserter, that's funny. Would haven't even researched that yet. Steel chests, where are those? There they are. Get some lights. Some underground belts and some long-handed inserters. Why are you not creating? Oh, because you don't have the long-handed inserter. Alright. Let's I'm gonna turn that off real quick and just place that one specifically to get these going. Let's see, underground belts. What are you? Oh, you're missing long-handed inserters. Turn you back on. Okay, well, that's starting to look pretty good. Looks like I'm gonna just need to get quite a few long-handed inserters. Yeah, that should probably do for a while. I need a bunch of lights. Steel chests. A couple more. Those are kind of slow to make. Let's see if I can't speed that up a little bit. Right, so mainly it's pumps, tanks. I've got a ton of stuff in my inventory, so I'm just gonna get rid of some of this. Get rid of you. Why are you not creating? Why is that not working? That doesn't make any sense why that's not working. I'm gonna just do that and then reset that up. It's going to be belt 2000. I don't know what was going on there. I'm just gonna help all this along by dumping a bunch of the things that I have in these chests so I can get them out of my inventory because my inventory is too full. Put those in there. Alright, so I'm looking now for... I cannot find where assembler 2s are. Uh, oh, here they are. Okay. Alright, it looks like these two are going. Let me just hook up this one. So, green circuits again, it's from the third line. Oh, I just literally dumped everything out. Okay, from the third line, so... Gonna go there. This guy's gonna hop over. And that guy's gonna hop over. This guy's gonna go here. This is pulling from the third line, so this is gonna come from the fourth line. Normally like to do it that way, but this is kind of too close to quarters. So, those two are done. So we're gonna pull just straight from here, the first line, because we've gone through all four already. We're not using the iron from the other side of the bus. That's gonna be for all the things on the south side of the bus. So steel is next. Steel's done. This is copper. So this is going from the second lane. Notice I'm doing all four lanes here. I'm not just putting into this lane, because if we have to pull, I don't even know what's going to be in here yet, but if we have to pull something off of here, we need space here to do that. So always keep your lanes four wide when you're still on yellow belt, which will just stay as if we're on yellow belt the whole time. Meaning that lanes are four wide. If you have different belt, it can be as far as the undergrounds will go. But we're not gonna mess with that. Stone brick. Oh, I forgot you need iron ore in here. We're gonna have to pull a single line of iron ore onto the bus from where we're doing the the mining back here. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do that, but we'll figure that out when the time comes. It probably won't be hard. I'll probably just steal off of maybe this and just send it back down the bus on one of these lanes. But let's get stone and stone brick set up so that this can help us make rail. So both of those are way on the other side of the bus. So I am going to copy that right there. And we can just do this to cross the bus. And remember there's a 4 wide gap between chunks. If I turn on chunks here. Right here is the chunk line, right there. So there's an extra gap there so we can put down radar and roboports. So make sure you maintain that gap. And I pulled, oh, whoops. 3 lanes of stone over. So, I'm going to put a splitter here. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to have the right be the output priority. So the priority is to make, it's going to be make rail. The only thing that uses stone, I think, is rail. So it's going to be prioritized to make rail, and then to make rail for, I think it's purple science. And then any leftover will just be made into landfill. So let's see, where are we at? I forgot which was which. That side stone, good. Let me grab more undergrounds real quick while we're over here so I can fill these in. So it's stone and then stone brick. Stone should be down here any minute. Just gonna... There we go. All right. Now this should be up and running shortly. So we're missing, where is it? Tanks? Stone brick. Grab those and those. Okay, so it's just oil refineries and pumps that we're missing, it looks like. Pumps require engines. I don't know that we had engines up and running. Let me go back and look. Finding them is... Oh, so there are engines. So we do have pumps. Let me grab those. Now these are started. We are missing a stack inserter, but we don't have red science yet. And we don't have uh, red circuits yet, and stack inserters require red circuits. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, we need, I don't know, 8 more of these. So while this is going on, I'm gonna just come up here and build the liquid unloading station. That's in the last trail book. I'll show you where it is in the book. So these are the 1-1 stations. So I'm gonna do liquid unloading. It's just gonna be I'm gonna start off with just one unloading station. I'm not sure if this... We may need to use more than one, but so I'm gonna try to center this. Yep, right about there. Drop that from outer space. That's not liquid unloading. Jeez. Let me pick that back up. And I need to drop this one. Liquid unloading. This one here. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to... Oh, I'll put a pump there. It's gonna need power. I'm gonna pull water onto the bus from this lake over here. So one of these lanes is gonna be water. I don't think I'm even gonna put oil on the bus. I think I'll put water on this lane. Because this is gonna need water. I'm probably gonna have 2 lanes of water on the bus. So that just seems to work a little bit better. Okay, I dropped so I'm just gonna copy this and paste this down here so that gets power. I'm gonna set another... I suppose I can just set it here. I'm gonna drop another pump in here. To keep the oil pressure up, if you will. Okay, so that station's set up. Now all I need to do really is go and set up a station for oil. We'll see if that dropped. I'm not sure that it'll drop in an area that you don't have radar on. I do have radar though, but it's not turned on. So let me just quick grab some more of the things out of here if I have them. See if that's enough. Oh, I need... Yep, I dumped all of that out of my inventory. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, I'm just gonna walk the rail line here to connect power up to all of this. Speaking of which, how's our power doing? It looks fine. Right, so we need a tank and some big electric pole, or medium electric poles. And this station will be all set. We just run down and grab those. I'm not sure why I'm not driving right now, but... Okay, wait, I should do this too. Yeah, I don't know, that looks about right. Make this look a little like nice and tidy. Okay. Medium electric poles. And a tank. Which is gonna be over here by... okay. We're looking pretty good over here. What are the things? Oh, it's the stack inserter. Just gonna get the rest of this dropped down. I'm not sure how interesting this is. I'm gonna go and scout out a bit of rail, or not a bit of rail, a bit of oil. There's oil in these couple of places. I'm gonna like drive around in the automobile, see if I can't find... Maybe there's something just on the other side of this lake, maybe something down here. I'm gonna try and scout out to see if I can find more crude oil. So we're gonna wrap it up here. What we did this episode was we placed placeholder items for oil. I'm gonna need to put radar down here. Kind of forgot about that. But we put placeholder items down for oil and oil processing. I just need to fill these out with refiners. We placed down our mall right over here, and we placed down a station for oil. Next episode, I will, in between episodes, scout oil, and then we're gonna get oil processing set up. We'll immediately research advanced oil, this one, as soon as we get enough. Oh, we'll have to put down blue. So I'll put down blue science. That's gonna go... Well, I'll put down red and green science right about here, and blue science right next to it. And then we will use the bits that we get from here. It's just, I think you need... I think it's plastic or sulfur, I can't remember. Um, let me look real quick. You need sulfur. So it's going to be the sulfur and plastic. So I'll next episode we'll put down red and green here. We'll put down blue. We'll get red circuits going right about here. It needs to be on the other side of plastic. I think plastic is right here. So it will be somewhere around here. It's fine if we have a little gap in here. It's not a big deal. It's just more belt. So thanks all everybody for picking up what I'm putting down. We'll see you next time on episode 9 of the last rail book.